Hi kids. In today's session, you are going to learn about forms of government and democracy. What are the forms of government in the world we are following? Shall we know that one? Aristocracy. This is the one type of the form of government. In this one, power in the hands of a small privileged ruling class. For example, we may say about the United Kingdom and the Spain, these both countries following the aristocracy. Monarchy is the second type. Here, the person reigns supreme. King or queen will rule the country. For example, we may say the countries Bhutan, Oman, Qatar. The third type is the autocracy. Here, the system of government by one person with absolute power. The countries which are following the autocracy are North Korea, Saudi Arabia. Next one is the oligarchy. A small group of people having control of a country or organization. For example, we may say for this one Soviet Union, China, Venezuela, North Korea. Next one is the theocracy. Here, the system of government in which religious doctrines form the basis of government and headed by a priest who rules in the name of God or proclaims himself as a God. For this one, we may say the Vatican City. Next type is the democracy. All over the world, they are giving the first preference to the democracy alone. Here, the system of government in which eligible members in the population vote to elect their elected representatives and the party or individual who attains a majority votes forms the government. We may say this democracy as the government for the people, by the people, and of the people. This definition is given by Abraham Lincoln, who was one of the president of USA. Next one is the republic, a state in which supreme power is held by the people and their elected representatives and which has an elected or nominated president rather than a monarch. For example, we may say for this one India, Australia. Okay. The term republic, it was first coined in 500 BC in Rome. It is derived from res publica, a Latin word meaning public matter. India became a republic on 26 January 1950. It is governed in accordance with the constitution adopted on 26 November 1949 and which came into force on 26 January 1950. First, we should know about what is democracy. Democracy, it is a form of government that allows people to choose their rulers. Leaders elected by people should rule the country. People have the freedom to express views, freedom to organize, and freedom to protest. Okay, meaning of the democracy. Democracy, it is a system of government in which the supreme power is vested in the people of a country and people elect their representatives either directly or indirectly through the elections, which is occurred periodically. The term democracy, it is derived from two Greek words, demos meaning people and karatia meaning power. Literally, democracy means the power of the people. Definition given by the Mahatma Gandhi about the democracy we will see. True democracy cannot be worked by 20 men sitting at the center. It has to be worked from below by the people of every village. This is the definition of democracy which is given by Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, what are the features of democracy we will see. Elected representatives of people and final decision making power to the representatives. There will be the free and fair elections. Voting right is with equal value to those who have attained the age of 18. Fundamental rights and protection of individual freedom. These are all the features of the democracy. Evolution of democracy. Democracy, it began 2500 years ago in ancient Greece. It is important to know that democratic institution existed in India as early as the Vedic period. Chanakya's Arthashastra tells about the autonomous village community was the basic unit of the local government. During the Chola period also in ancient Tamil Nadu, Kudavali system was a very notable and unique feature of the village administration of the Cholas. The evolution towards a democracy is represented by freedom, equality, fraternity, accountability, transparency, and trust. Okay, now what are the types of democracy we will learn? Direct and indirect democracy. Direct democracy. The people themselves directly express their will on public affairs. This one followed in ancient Greek city-states and Switzerland. Indirect democracy, which is otherwise known as the representative democracy. Here the people express their will on public affairs through their elected representatives. Example, we may say this one in India, USA, UK. There are two types of forms of democratic government: parliamentary form and presidential form. Types of democracy: responsible and accountable to the government. Equality and fraternity will be there. Sense of responsibility among common people. There will be the local self-government. Development and prosperity for all. Popular sovereignty will be there. Sense of cooperation and fraternal feeling. What are the demerits? Indirect or representative nature of democracy. Lack of interest in democratic process and hence power turnout in elections. Instability in governance due to fractured mandate. Delay in decision making process. These are all the demerits of democracy. Okay, how the democracy in India it is followed. India as a parliamentary form of democracy. The Indian Parliament comprises the elected representatives of people and makes the law for the country. The participation of people in the decision making and the consent of citizens are the two important elements of the parliamentary form of government in India. India, it is the largest democratic country in the world. Democracy in India works on 5 basic principles: sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, and republic. Every person who is a citizen of India and who is not less than 18 years of age can exercise their right to vote in India based on the universal adult suffrage. There is no discrimination based on a person's caste, creed, religion, region, gender, education, like that. The Parliament House in India was designed by the British architect Edwin Lutyens and Herbert Baker in 1912-13. Elections in India. The general elections are conducted by the Election Commission of India. At the national level, the President of India appoints the Prime Minister, who enjoys a majority in the Lok Sabha, the lower house of the Parliament of India. All members of the Lok Sabha are directly elected through general elections. 2 Anglo-Indian members can be nominated by the President of India in the Lok Sabha. In every 5 years, once the elections it is conducted in India. Members of the Rajya Sabha, that means in the upper house of the Indian Parliament, are elected by an electoral college, which is consisted of elected members of the Legislative Assembly, state and the Union Territories of India. The President of India nominates here 12 members for their contribution to art, literature, science and social service. The first elections which conducted in democratic India. General elections to the first Lok Sabha since independence were held in India between 25 October 1951 and 21 February 1952. The Indian National Congress emerged victorious by winning 364 of the 489 seats. Jawaharlal Nehru, he became the first democratically elected Prime Minister of the country. Major challenges to the Indian democracy. What are the major challenges? Illiteracy, poverty, gender discrimination, regionalism, casteism, communalism, and religious fundamentalism, corruption, criminalization of politics, political violence. These are all the major challenges which is faced by the Indian democracy. Conditions for the success of democracy in India. What are the conditions? Empowerment of the poor and illiterates to enjoy the goodness of democracy. Willingness among the elected people not to misuse their powerful position and public wealth. Eradication of social evils and dangers. Presence of strong public opinion. An impartial and efficient press to form public opinion. Feeling of tolerance and communal harmony among the people. Awareness among the people of the fundamental rights that they are entitled to enjoy. Conscious check and vigilance on the working of the elected representatives. Powerful and responsible opposition. Indian democracy can be successful and vibrant only when its citizens imbibe and reflect in their behavior with the basic democratic values. Thank you, kids.